Hi, this is Widget. If you're just joining us, feel free to bring your questions, comments, your challenges. God knows we all have them on a daily basis. But I'm here to help you answer those things that are questioned or help brainstorm a new policy and procedure for you if you're having difficulties or challenges. So we're all here together to help each other out. Today we have other managers and real estate brokers that actually own their own investment management companies on our lives, so they're able to help with their professional insight as well. Anybody? Here comes Richard. He's going to ask, Patty, where are you? I already know. Last week, I was live in Las Vegas, and this week, I'm live from a peach orchard. See? Peaches everywhere. Hey, what are you going to do, right? Just in case somebody gets too close, I'm prepared. It's the only thing I was asked to do is make sure I mask up if somebody gets within 6 feet of me.
I'm going to have to keep him away from you.
Well, I'm like, hold on, folks. Let me hide my face.
Yeah.
There's people coming. No, I'm kidding.
Patty, quick question for
Yes.
you before we start. Do you have someone that you can recommend that writes standard
I
operating
heard a
procedures?
peach fall. I'm sorry. What would you do? Duck and cover? That's what I do.
What?
You're having too much fun, Patty.
I wasn't prepared for that. It was just a natural reaction. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Do you have someone you can recommend that writes standard operating procedures? Like a company that does that?
Yes.
Okay. You? All right.
Do you have a operation policies and procedures manual?
I don't. I mean, I have a partial. I bought one from, what is that company called? I forgot. They do all the manuals, like the fill in the blank kind of manuals. And I have one of those that I started working on, and I'm a perfectionist. So every time I started, I was like, this isn't perfect. And I kind of put it away, and I still have it. I think it's called Lead Simple or something like that. Or what? Hold on, I'll tell you. Let me see if I can find it.
I'd be more than happy to assist you with that.
Okay.
And give you a copy of a basic guideline, and then you can implement your own documents into that guideline.
Sounds good. Yeah, I bought it. It's called Landlord Source is the one I bought it from. Landlord Source.
Never heard of them. What's
Really?
that tell you? What's that tell you?
Okay. Yeah. I bought it at one of the Appfolio conferences in Vegas, and they've been around for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I feel you, but I can send you a little something.
All right.
And you
Patty,
just throw in your docs. Yes.
I have a question. I contacted that company called Assure Rent
Reassure Rent.
or Reassure Rent, and they have not replied. I mean, they gave me a quote. I emailed them twice. I'm trying to finalize a deal with them, but they don't follow up very well. This is the third day, and do they have any competition companies that like Reassure Rent? Is there any other company I could call besides them?
You didn't get hold of Eric there?
Can't get a hold of Eric. I emailed Eric. Maybe he's got a staff, but they're not replying. I mean, it's like I feel nervous about having to chase someone that I'm giving money to.
You shouldn't feel nervous about chasing him at all, just so you know. He's an ex-attorney. He's actually still licensed in the state of California.
He's a what attorney?
He's an attorney.
Oh, no, I understand. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to give him money to buy a policy.
I get you, and you feel like you're chasing him. So I'll shoot him.
I have everything ready to go. The credit card number, the quote, I signed it. I sent him an email 3 times already, and today is Wednesday, not one reply.
I'll reach out to him and see if I can't get a hold of him.
Maybe something happened to his family and there's an emergency.
He could be on vacation. I mean, I don't know, but I'll reach out to him.
Do you know of any other companies that are in competition with him? No?
Not yet. Nobody's bold enough to write this policy.
It's a good business. I think it's a good business. I'm doing it because there's a famous saying in my life, it's better to be safe than sorry. But I have good tenants. They both have 750 and one 790 FICO score. But with the new California psychoness about giving people free rent, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for that reason.
I completely
Sarita, I'm gonna email Eric right now, see if he'll respond to me.
ask him if he
Oh,
has,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Ed, ask him if he can reach out to Sarita.
Yeah, exactly.
See, teamwork.
'Cause
We're
I've
a
been-
bunch of
okay.
team workers.
Okay.
See how that works?
But yeah, do you know, that's the scariest part. In 30 years, I've been in business in this town in California, and it's the scariest time ever to own rental in property, isn't it? In
Well,
30
I
years.
I don't want to say that it's scary. I just want to say that there's a shift in the gods that be.
Sarita, do you want to give me your
what did you say?
email or phone number so I can put it in the?
My number is 310
Hold on.
721 0092.
Perfect. I emailed him just now. Patty, I'll copy you on it as well.
No worries, no worries. I'll shoot him a text message when we're done and see if he's even in this country. I mean, he could be on vacation. I have no idea.
But I thought he had a staff of people. He makes it look like it says the Rent Assure staff website. It looks like
He
it's going
does.
Oh, he does.
He also may be inundated the same way that the law firms are right now, with everybody trying to jump on his bandwagon, which I totally agree with. So that may be the problem
Well,
too.
I'm ready. I have the money. I could send him on the email. I'm ready to go, but he's replied. Anyway, I had a few questions. Do you have any questions you can suggest to ask when someone buys that policy?
I don't have any problems or concerns. Yes, I know of people that have purchased his policy and they're happy.
Right, but I'm just, I was reading the policy quote, and it's certain there are conditions, like in any insurance policy, conditions of, well, if it's not above this amount, then they're not going to do anything. I don't know. It's just, you've never read one of his quotes.
And I would ask him I would bring to his attention your concerns. Again, not my forte. I just know of a lot of people that are extremely happy with this service.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. I mean, like I said, it's just insurance. Probably nothing will ever happen. But, you know, when it does, that's when you say, I wish I had it.
I should have, could have. Well,
I know Eric too, by the way. I mean,
my story always says shoulda, coulda, woulda needs to turn into have to, want to, need to. Then we'll stop looking backwards. Right. We will stop looking backwards if we take out the shoulda, woulda, coulda and focus on have to, want to, need to.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. Well, I'm ready to go on that. So how are we going to stop the bleed? How are we going to stop the bleed today?
You really want to know how to stop the bleed? If you have somebody that's behind in their rent, find a lease violation. People tell me all the time, you can't just go find a lease violation. Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Right.
Go
I agree.
inspect the property. Do your job. If they don't let you in, that's a lease violation. If they're not maintaining the landscaping, that's a lease violation. Lease violations have more teeth right now than non-payment of rent. So if you have somebody that's behind, it's time to go knocking and talking and see if they have any maintenance requests.
What's going on? Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have any requests for service? Don't talk about the rent while you're there. That's not why you're there. Go on a whole devious other mission, okay?
Right.
Forget the money. And I never thought I'd ever say that to anybody, but forget the money, because you can't do anything about it until March. Let's be honest.
So you give them 24-hour notice is all you need, right?
24-hour notice to enter. They don't allow entry. They're in violation of their contract. Now you have to serve them a 15-day curable breach of covenant. If they still do not allow entry after 15 days, on the 16th day, you serve them a 3-day to quit and start legal process the 4th day after that. Very simple, but it's what we have to do at this point. We've got to get them on cause. And it's easy to do. All you have to do is visit the property. It could be cleanliness. It could be all kinds of things. You just don't know until you get there. And the most important thing that I could tell you guys is know the terms of your rental agreement. if you're going to complain that they have 16 cars at their property, my question becomes, do you have a restriction in your contract? Because if you don't, then that rule doesn't apply.
Mhm.
Also, take note when you guys are doing your 3-day covenant notices, anything, I'm still letting people in, sorry, anything that your attorney can argue in court has to be written on that covenant notice. So I tell people, don't just put the paragraph of the lease saying on such and such date you failed to allow entry, and this is a violation of your contract as per paragraph 6, item 17, whatever it is, you know, wherever it is in your contract about entry. But here's the thing, if they cursed you out, write it in English what they said. Write the F-bomb word. Write that they called you a B, okay? And I'm not going to repeat it because, you know, it's just us. We know what I'm talking about. But it's that your attorney can argue. Simply said, if it isn't on the notice, it never happened. So when you get to court, you can't say, oh, but remember 2 months ago when this happened? No, if it's not on the notice, it didn't happen. So that's the mindset I want to put you guys in. All the details you could put. I've written covenant notices that were 5 pages long. Because I put when you harassed my office staff, I put when you came and cursed me out, I put when you failed to allow me entry, I put everything on one notice, and I'm not one to ever say this, so forgive me. It's all about the drama, okay? And I try to stay so drama-free. Keep the drama out of it, keep your opinion out of it, keep your mouth shut, not when it comes to writing that notice. When it comes to writing that notice, we need to make sure that we're doing that. Okay, somebody's asking me, I can't get to you. So let me see if I know how to invite someone. I did it last time. There it is, invite. LA moratorium extended to October 31st. I just got a message from Winter at Fast Evict.
God. Horrible.
Hold on. I'm trying to invite her to our meeting so she can tell us.
You gotta give her the code, you know, to get in. There's a code. Remember that code you asked me for? So when you invite her, you have to give her that 8-digit code or 8.
Okay, I'm trying.
I'll
Invite
read
a
it to you.
contact. Okay.
Let's see if I can find it. Oh, no.
It's not pulling up my contacts either. Darn it. Let me try one more way. Can I invite her? Send a message. Who am I sending a message to? Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out, you guys. I'm a little blonde genius. Okay, she should join us shortly. But they just extended the LA County moratorium, she said, from October 5th to October 31st. So everything that we said that we could start doing on October 5th for LA County just got moved to October 31st. Great. That's only LA County though. So hang tight. And I got a feeling LA County is going to continue. Here she is. Yay. I know it'll take her a minute to get her mic situated and get logged on, but she could tell us about that. So far, if she said it's just LA County, then we don't have other counties. So San Bernardino County, Orange County, all the other counties but LA, you should be able to start eviction process starting October 5th. However, Winter, are you with us yet? I saw you come in. Unmute yourself. And oh yes, she's there. She's saying hello. So the moratorium for the city or the county of Los Angeles was extended until October 31st, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And that's only LA County at this time, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and I got a feeling LA County, because they're so pro-tenant, is probably going to continue to apply these moratoriums a little bit longer throughout the year, just because they're also the hardest hit by COVID. And it's because there's 3 million people in one city, but hey, what do I know? Anybody have anything they want to say to the new moratorium being extended for LA County?
Big surprise.
Were you really surprised, Ed? Be honest. No. I'm gonna guess that they will continue to extend that to December, but what do I know? Just saying. I
I'm just
mean,
holding out there, just doing what we can. Not doing
yeah.
not doing evictions, not doing rent collection. I'm just getting new business,
So
renting what we can.
that eviction also counts against cause. So even if they're a violation of their rental contract, you can't do anything in LA County till after the 31st of October. And don't be surprised if that gets extended to November, December, January. I would guess that it would outweigh AB 3088, but we'll see how that goes. So you guys want my opinion of what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, remember I said they'll make up some new law or they'll do an extension before September 1st, and son of a gun, we got 3088 right in the nick of time, so to speak. I got a feeling we'll get something else come January, because this is me talking to you, okay? Just listen to this. All tenants that were affected by COVID have until the end of January to pay 25% of the rent that was due. From March to January. They have till January to pay 25% of all that rent.
Right.
And then come February 1st, they owe the 75%. Bullshit. That's too difficult for them. They're going to do something to extend that time period. How they wrote it does not make sense because it doesn't benefit the tenant. So to me, that doesn't make sense. Not for what we've seen predominantly throughout the state, okay? It's a pro-tenant state, so don't think that's going to change. So if you have false hope that come February, all that rent's due and they're going to pay it all, you might want to rethink that, because I got a feeling in January they will implement a new law that extends or modifies 3088 the way that it's written. Maybe it'll only say that they owe half the money by then. Who knows? But they'll do something. Trust and believe that.
I always get into such a good mood with these webinars.
Well, it's just us talking and bouncing things off of each other. I had no idea it was 3088 that was going to be implemented, but I knew something was coming.
Right.
And I knew they were fighting it. Do you guys all know that we actually won most of 3088? They actually wanted this to be extended all the way till April of 2021. So yay to our lobbyists that tried to fight for us and at least cut it off sooner. But I wouldn't be surprised if they lobby another bill to extend this even longer. And how many tenants are we really talking about that really need the help? It's not half the tenants in the state, not at all.
I have 17.
You have 17 out of how many doors?
250.
What is that, less than 5%?
Wow, that's a lot of people. 17 people?
That's 6.8%.
Wow, that's a lot of people. How many doors in the building?
I have 250 doors total.
Oh, 250. Okay, wow, that's terrible.
So that's 7%. That's nothing. We should be able to function on 10% on a normal basis. So technically, this really isn't that bad.
Not yet.
No, the way you look at it, it's not. We've been built to function at, 70% occupancy, right? We can function, we can survive. So now you're talking 90% of payment. Okay, that's totally doable. Yeah. It's not time for us to totally panic yet, okay? It's still a small amount. It's less than 10%. We can deal with that. We can swallow that. That's okay. Anybody have anything in particular they want to talk about? I know, Ed, you got a lot you want to talk about.
Right, but not in this forum.
I understand.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
So, and we all have a lot of things we want to talk about. Uh-oh, hold on. Somebody's asking me a question. Hold on, I see you, Joy. Just bear with me because I'm in a peach orchard. Can we give the 15-day notice to downtown LA tenants yet? Winter, are you still with us?
Yeah.
We can currently serve a 15-day non-payment of rent for the month of September in the city of Los Angeles, correct?
Yes, but we wouldn't be able to do anything until November.
Did you get that, Joy?
And
And
even, and
just so everyone knows, Winter works at Fast Evict Law Firm, so she's speaking on behalf of legal counsel. Just so everybody's aware, I'm not asking just some random person that we're talking with today. She actually works at a law firm that practices landlord-tenant litigation. So what she's saying is for LA County, you can serve the notice now, but you can't enforce anything until after November 1st.
is it even
And
worth serving the notice? Because it's my understanding that if they can respond and just say they were affected by COVID, and even if they don't respond and you go to court, on the day of court they can say I was affected by COVID, and then your whole case is void and null and void.
that's absolutely correct. I believe Winter will verify that as soon as I be quiet. And let me say this. If you're going after the money, you're going to have to wait till March. And I'm being as honest and forthcoming as I possibly can. Okay. I have a feeling, and this is just my feeling, you guys. What do I know? Just a blonde. But I have a feeling that somehow they will make into the law. If you didn't serve the 15-day notice here and you didn't serve the 15-day notice there and you didn't do this, then you can't ask for the money once it becomes enforceable in February, March. So I got a feeling what they're trying to do is get us to pave the road for a new bill that's coming out. If we notified them during that month, yes, you can. Who knows what they're going to say at this point? For right now, the process and procedure is to serve notice, and you can't enforce it in a court of law for the money for quite some time because of what Ed said. The tenant could say, I didn't know, I had to fill out a new declaration every month, I had no idea. Chances are, because we're pro-tenant, a judge will most likely let the tenant understand this case is dismissed, you do need to fill this out every time you get it, yada yada, and you're just wasting time and money. That's my opinion. If you have a lease violation, that is where you're going to have more teeth. Again, I know this sounds ludicrous, but forget about the money right now. Obviously, do your job and serve the notice every month, but you can't really enforce it. It's too risky. But you can enforce lease violations. Failure to allow entry, failure to maintain landscaping, unauthorized occupants, unauthorized pets, running a business out of their home without permission, modifications to the property without landlord consent. Do you guys want me to keep going, or are you still getting my idea? In other words, if your tenant isn't paying the rent, go there. Serve 24-hour notice, get inside there and see what else they're not doing.
Look what Winter wrote. She double checked with the attorney, and we're not allowed to serve the 15-day notices until after October 31st.
There you go. In LA County. Correct, Winter?
Yeah, that's just for LA.
Okay. And like I said, in LA County, I'm foreseeing that that's going to continue to be extended for quite some time because that's where we have the densest population. I mean, 3 million people in the city of Los Angeles alone. Hello, that's just Los Angeles. So my opinion, because my crystal ball is broken, is LA City will continue to extend for quite some time. LA County now extended to October 31st, so that's everything in LA County for monetary damages. You guys need to go find other reasons to get them out. They won't allow entry. They moved in their brother-in-law without permission. Go look. Maybe they're not keeping their unit clean. Maybe they're not watering the grass. There's only one way to find out, and that's to go there. So get on it. Go. It's probably going to be much easier to go after cause than after monetary, which means money. So as much as I hate to say it, forget about the money. Keep doing your job. Look elsewhere for reasons to get them out. And I hope that answered those questions. Anybody have anything else for today? I figured it was going to be a slow day today for some reason or another. Winter, can you see us on video or you just are listening?
I can see you.
A
How
peach
did we look?
almost. A peach started to fall out of the tree and I did one of these. Okay.
You're funny.
I see another question coming through. Hang on, let me get to it. Ed will probably read it before I get to it.
Can we
Can
do
we-
cause eviction on LA City?
Winter, cause evictions in LA City once the moratorium is lifted is my understanding. Is that correct?
I just found about this today, so I'll have to ask.
Okay, I want to say that you're not going to be able to do anything in LA City until after September 1st, and then it will most likely be cause evictions than monetary or no cause. In other words, failure to comply with the terms of the lease, not the money. So we do a 24-hour inspection, a 15-day notice, a new 24 hours in that 15-day period, because you got to give them time to correct it, and then the 3-day quit. So process and procedure for failure to allow entry would be to serve notice to go in, them tell you you can't come in, you serve the 15-day notice, and in that 15-day time period, you also serve a new 24-hour notice to enter. And if they still refuse, then by the time the notice expires, you can then do a 3-day quit behind it and then most likely be able to start legal process on the cause. So still a
So
process and procedure to get there. Yes.
for LA, we can do anything in LA, but we can't do anything for money.
Okay, so you can do cause, but not for money.
We can
Got
do
it.
like a 3-day covenant and a 3-day quit in LA, but we can't do anything regarding money.
Okay, but it's a 15-day covenant now, correct?
We
You
have
s-
not heard of that.
Yeah, it's a 15-day covenant. No longer a 3-day. Unless it's just a quit, which quit has to be really big with really big teeth, you guys. Just a notice to quit means they broke the law. You have police reports, dates, times, witnesses. I mean, it's got to be extremely bad for them to just flat out get a 3-day get out. Okay? And I mean bad. Anybody have any other questions?
Nope.
All right, Ed, why are you laughing at us?
I don't know. It's just this whole keeps getting delayed. It's depressing a little bit. Sorry, I don't mean to be.
Well, laughter is better than crying.
Right.
Okay, Joy, let's see what you have to say. Maybe that's why Ed chuckled. How do you keep your head up without getting defeated by the government? Stop looking for the money.
Work for free.
The money isn't your answer. Everybody's money driven. Everybody's money conscious. Everybody's after the money. They want the money, the money, the money. If your tenant's in a property and they're not paying you, you should be doing a routine. Okay, Joy, justice is just us right now, okay? It's not the justice system, it's the just us system, okay? It's just us. So right now, money is out of the question. You can't go after the money regardless, probably until March, if I had to guess right. So stop going to everything that we used to do. We have to shift gears and change with the market. So if you find them in a lease violation, In other words, they don't let you in the property. That is a reason for you to evict them right now. You're not asking for money. You want to get in the property. They're in violation of the lease. They brought in unauthorized pets. That's also a violation of the lease. They're not maintaining the landscaping. Also a violation of their lease. Not keeping their unit clean. Also a violation of the lease. I could sit here and go on about every term in your rental agreement, but those terms in your rental agreement is the ammunition you have right now, not the money. Let the money go. And I know that's hard to say, but reality is let the money go. Go after them where it counts. Go after them right now for a lease violation. That's where you're going to have the most teeth. Your other option is to offer them cash for keys. I know it's really hard to swallow, but you could tell them, I know you're having a rough time. I know you're not happy here. You're not paying the rent, whatever the story is. I'd be more than happy to give you $5,000 if you're gone by the 10th. And I just gave an example. They don't want money, then you're along for the ride, Joy. I hate to tell you that.
I have some info.
Oh,
So it's
please,
only
Winter.
a 15-day covenant if you're going after the money, like an electric bill or anything like that, late fees. But if it's for unauthorized occupants, then it's a 3-day covenant and a 3-day quit. If it's for a pet that they're not supposed to have, it's a 3-day covenant, 3-day quit.
So 15 days only for money, 3 days for
Money,
everything else.
late fees. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bingo. Monetary is the 15-day notice. Non-monetary is business as usual, 3-day quit notice or a cure quit. Got it. Thank you, Winter. You're my hero.
Okay.
That helped tremendously. So let's go back over this again. You go serve 24-hour notice. They don't let you in. You serve a 3-day curable breach of covenant for failure to allow entry. Make sure you put dates, times, and witnesses right on the notice. Include the drama. And then turn around and serve them with a new 24-hour notice to enter within that 3 days of expiring. And then if they still don't let you in, you're going to do a 3-day notice to quit behind it. Correct, Winter?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on a 3-day for non-monetary. That's excellent news. I am so glad to hear that. Because it's a lot easier for tenants to fix that they're not maintaining the landscaping in 15 days than it is for them to fix it in 3 days. Got me? Remember, those 3 days don't count holidays and weekends. So we have to do 3 business days. So a covenant notice you usually want to serve on a Monday. And I usually serve it with a 24-hour notice to enter a couple of days after that. And then, or I even do it on the same day, but usually to enter on that 3rd day. And then if they don't let you in the very next business day, you can serve a 3-day to get out. And then start legal proceedings as soon as the law allows. Let the money go. I hate to say it, but let the money go, because that's what all these laws are geared around, is the money. So if we can find another reason to get them out, you're much better off. You have way more teeth.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else?
Thanks, Patty.
No problem. I'm going to pick myself a couple peaches
I'm going to log
and go
off.
on about my day.
Oh, I have to take a call, so I'm going to say goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If anybody needs anything else, you guys all know how to find me. Remember, stop going after the money, okay? It's not worth it right now. Go after cause. If you need help figuring out what causes are, feel free to give me a call. I'd be more than happy to help assist you. Until then, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.